Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Deathmatch Russell Podcast. Let's get it on!
Come into the ring, step into the fire, see what you want, baby. If your heart has desire, get up, get knocked down, get up, get knocked down, get up, get knocked down, down, down. Deathmatch Russell Podcast, 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 Deathmatch Russell Podcast.
And good evening, everyone. You're listening to another episode of the Deathmatch
You
Russell
can find
Podcast.
more Deathmatch Russell Podcast.
Yeah, right. Hang on a second. Hold up. Wait a minute. We made tech. Always did that. These things are never lined up just right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to another episode of the Deathmatch Russell Podcast, and my guest at this time, the Assassin AK47, independent wrestler worldwide. How's that? I like that.
How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? The Assassin AK47 is here on Deathmatch Russell's podcast. I'm very excited.
Yes, and ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, he just graduated. Congratulations on graduating the academy for the Nightmare Factory, which
Yes,
is really,
I
and you know, be proud of what you did, because you know what, opportunities come knocking, and you don't never know, right? And just to be blessed by Cody himself, is to be. What made you get enrolled with the academy? Let me ask you this. Yeah, let's start it, like how you got yourself involved with indie wrestling in general.
Growing up,
Yeah.
I started at Backyard Wrestling, of course. I had a YouTube channel with some buddies, and we did Backyard Wrestling for a while. That's how I got a pretty big buzz from the YouTube channel, because it got so big. And I started training at 17 afterwards. I wanted to actually become an indie wrestler with my other friend that we did on YouTube. Some may know him as Fuego del Sol right now, my first cousin. He's doing his thing right now. And we started out pretty young and trained together, and we grew up together. And I did a few about 30 indie matches before I hung up the boots for a minute, because I wanted to go to college and get a degree and make sure I had a backup plan. Yeah. If I ever got injured doing this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So many injuries nowadays you hear and see, and it's like craziness, really is in the industry,
Exactly, yes.
I mean, from concussions to you name it, you just.
Oh, yeah.
I
think I had a few of them, but I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah.
And going into the Nightmare Factory, how I got there, Fuego was doing a bit, as he does for Sammy Guevara's blog, and he needed me to be one of the film a bit for him for the Nightmare Factory for Cody, and they was doing this thing. Then I went to the school, and I saw everybody there. I saw Camp 2, how they were doing, and I was like, damn, I was really feeling the bug again, wanting to wrestle. And I talked to Cody and QT afterwards, and they said, yeah, just we'll sign you up, and I that's what happened. Then I got cool with them. Then I went through the whole process.
I used to actually see QT wrestle, at the shore all the time.
Yeah.
Kind of like growing up, like I seen his career go from, ROH to where he is now, just amazing what he does.
Yeah, I love QT. He's awesome.
He really is. He's funny on the mic, and just the way that he fires up everybody. It's just great. His promos are,
awesome.
Promos is where it's at too. And you have that. I liked how you present yourself. You got on that, you do your YouTube, your promos before your matches. And that caught my eyes. Like you're one of those guys that let me get on a podcast because you know what, it's a it's a blessing just to get noticed and recognized. You know, because you don't know.
Yeah, thank you.
You know?
That's one of the things QT and Cody preached to me is like a lot of people aren't doing promos right now. Like not a lot of, it's just a lot of moves are going on. It's like what move looks the best. But I'm always a promo guy. I love doing promos, and that was my strong suit. So I was like, I'm going to do a promo every single week. Every Monday I'll be here and make sure I can build my brand and build my my reputation that way. So
yeah, because you know that's what makes the character. That's what makes the wrestler. You know, and
yeah.
If it's you know, you see those promos and you're like, you look on YouTube, you look at these other guys doing old, you know, you look at these odd wrestling promos, like horrible stuff out there. Like you're like, why do they even bother being a wrestler? You know?
Yeah. That's always my favorite parts, the promos and like the storylines and rivalries. And
yes.
stuff, so.
Yeah. The heel to the face and just everything that's so what was your first experience going to a show as a kid or growing up watching wrestling? What was your
my first experience was just like going to like a show that I wasn't on? A fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say it was I live in Alabama right now. They came, it's like the last Raw before they went HD actually. It was the one, it's the last Raw before they went like HD. I forgot what was that all about, but because it wasn't HD TV yet. And so they did because I'm from a small town, so they never ever came to where I lived. They was like, all right, we're gonna do this small town in Alabama, just right before the week before we go like live to HD. And so I went to that show, and that's when Jeff Hardy flipped off the thing onto Randy Orton, I think. Yeah. Got on top of the Tron, and then that's when Triple H threw the sledgehammer to the TV. It was awesome. That was a great show. So
yeah. You know what? First experience seeing it, it's like wow. You know, it's like this is what we live for. We love it. Just the way the story's told on, you know, from how they were, but you know, and the original, you know, going back to like the '90s and you know the '80s, and you know the when wrestling was wrestling, also, you know, like the real wrestlers that caught your eye, you know, from like the Demolition to you know. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, shout out to him, man, rest in peace. You know, like just people that. I know. We just lost another guy. What, Bobby? Yeah, we just lost
Bobby
another.
Eaton. Yeah.
Bobby Eaton. Yeah. It's amazing, man. It's. I'll tell you what, man. It sucks when wrestlers die. It really does. It's like because their stories, their careers, you know, they're Hall of Famers at one time or another. They will be or they not be, you know. But to tell their story.
For Jody Hamilton, the assassin, and like I said. He was one of I got put on him by Cody because of my assassin gimmick, and I look back on his stuff and like he did so great, and him passing away, it just kind of hit me because I'm kind of doing assassin as well, so just want to make him proud and try to fill in those shoes a little bit.
Yeah, he was a great wrestler, man. I remember that growing up watching that guy. But yeah, you know, and then fast forward, what other shows have you been to? Like
I went to WrestleMania when I forgot. I suck with the numbers. But it's when Undertaker lost to Brock for the first time. So that was the 21-1. So I remember that.
I got you beat. I went to WrestleMania 5.
Damn, that's
crazy. I know.
That's a good one.
That really was. That was. That was. I always tell people how I always like to tell a story. Me and my dad sitting there, got tickets for WrestleMania, Atlantic City, and you know, we're sitting up in the nosebleeds. We're up in the nosebleeds, 5 rows away from Jesse the Body and Gorilla on commentary. Like and to look down and hear the thump of the mat with the microphone under the ring, you know, because that's how you know, the thump was really, you know, that's how they did it back. Where you know how their mat was always. You know, you would hear the thump, but yeah, hold on, Mega Power sign, hold my Mega Power sign up. You know,
that's
craziness. Awesome. You know,
I would love to have grown up in that era, man. That was a great. Like I could just tell, like it just seems like everybody was so much more into it. Like it was just like because it was still that like that mystery behind wrestling. People really didn't know what they were watching, and it was great. So.
Yeah, it's like going to like it wasn't because it revolved into something like mystery wrestlers to become like WCW to ECW to after the time zone, the time change, and just where it is today, and 2 different companies, but one company that's really killing it. We know it, AEW,
Yeah, I'm happy for him.
Yeah, happy for a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are getting opportunities that are, and you will too, and you just be blessed.
That's what I always say. Like, people are like arguing about WA. It's like more wrestlers get more opportunities. That's what I want. Like the more opportunities we get, to show what we can do and be in front of crowds and like be what we want to do. So that's what I'm all about.
That's it. Travel, do the get booked on a little. Like in a Jersey Shore Titan Championship Wrestling, as an example. Yeah. We have Casey Navarro. We just have, the list goes on and on with names.
I love Casey. I actually got to meet him not too long ago in Tampa, Florida. He's great. I love Casey Navarro. He's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just talent that just needs to be seen. People need to be seen. Really, and of course the women as well. Just can't leave the ladies division.
No, they are.
My gosh, they really are. Who do you like watching? Like, who's your really like? I like Layla. Layla Hirsch is one of. Mm-hmm.
Right now, I love Thunder Rosa. Right now, I think she's
Thunder. She is pretty. She
is dope. I love her character. I love her. Like her facials are so great. She's great in the ring, and like. Every time she has a match, I'm like really behind it. So I'm glad she got signed.
Yeah. Aberdeen. That's a creature. All right. That's mystery. She's weird. Yeah. No, but you look back, you look at these wrestlers, and Dr. Britt Baker, she's pretty damn talented too. But you got so many ladies in the division now, and more to come, more to come, and more to come, and more to come. It's like it's just going to grow and grow. Like who are we going to see in a couple of weeks? Like, my gosh, some guy coming out, CM Punk's making his return to the ring. For how long has he? That really, when you heard that news, you're like, wow, right?
I was shocked by it. I mean, it hasn't happened yet. We still
I know, but it's circulating. Yeah,
it's making the rounds, but we'll see if it's true or not. I believe it is, so I think it's gonna happen.
Because he's gonna be with Chicago, his hometown. It makes sense.
And I feel like they're leaning into it more than saying no, it's not happening. So I feel like they're leaning more into it happening.
Mm-hmm. That week is going to be nuts because it's like GCW is right there too. Game Changer Wrestling has War Games, they call it. like they are ready. I'm sure you know a couple of guys like Vance Warner. You've probably heard that name. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
There's so many great talent out there. It's like, and also what you said that weekend is going to be crazy with so much wrestling. It's going to be a lot to.
That's good. But I know I'm just going to be sitting at home watching on here or on my big TV, supporting everybody, like tonight or tomorrow, like LA Game Changers in LA. Marco Stunt's going to be in LA. Shout out to that
Marco.
Kid. Great dude. Great dude.
He is great.
He is one of those people what was just like, they gave a shot. Everybody gave him a shot,
Yeah, he's great. I love Marco. Like, I met him before too, and we have, and so it's great meeting him. And he's super funny. He's really a funny guy. Yeah, he's hilarious.
Like he fits in perfectly to what AEW needs as a wrestler, and just the way that he performs in the ring and just does comical, and it's just like Colt Cabana almost. It's
he's
like
a great wrestler. Like he's really good. He can go.
He can. He's just came from a small town in Mississippi. And like, my God,
I know.
He just showed off what he could do, and he's made his parents proud.
That's what you got to do, and I'm so happy for him.
I know, and his dad was a commentator, like an announcer, which was cool for him, like supporting him through all, which was cool. He would, go to shows and help promote him, and get on.
It's always great when you have your family on your side too. So
yeah, as the support. Yeah, the support.
system is really good. My great grandpa, like, he got me into wrestling. He was always about it. I remember he had all the DVDs and stuff I watched through. So he really helped me out with that, and I always loved him for that. So
Yeah, what is a DVD anymore? Do we even buy them? I don't even think so. Everything's digital, right? So
streaming,
VHS.
stream. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. Like I don't even remember when's the last DVD I purchased, right, for wrestling.
I know.
I think I purchased probably like a Mid-South DVD or a VOW DVD, Vicious Outcast Wrestling. Actually, I was, actually Batty Max wrestled for them one time, and she was on Dark last week or during the week. I was like, that's pretty cool to see somebody I knew, just like make a scene for herself.
Yeah, it's always great to see that growth when you see someone early on, and then you see them do bigger and better things, and they just steadily grow. And that's what I'm really looking forward to, is the growth more than anything. It's just like get more reps, go to more shows, travel more, and get my name out there, and just try to grow my name that way. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
Absolutely. Just be seen and have fun. That's what it's all about.
Exactly. Yes.
Just don't come home. Just don't come home crippled. But
I hope not. I hope not. But
no. What's your you watch any kind of movies, horror, any kind of good stuff? Like, are you?
I love horror, drama. I really like drama. Like, let's see, what's a recent movie that I watched is really good? It's that movie on Netflix where it's Joseph Gordon. It's like that court case, the lawyer, and God, what's the name of it? It's got Joseph Gordon-Levitt in it. He's like one of my favorite actors. And it's something 7 does. Anyways, there's a great movie on Netflix I watched. It's like super dope. Horror, I love horror movies. Like I that's the main thing. I go to movie theaters to see horror movies all the time.
Yes.
So that's the best spot to watch them. So
did you see the trailer for Halloween?
Halloween? Oh God, yes. That's
gonna be interesting. That's gonna be good.
I love it. They can keep making those movies. I keep watching them. So they never get old to me. I want to watch that movie Old as well. Old looked pretty good.
Oh, hey, what's up, Eric? He's a new trainer for my local wrestling at Titan Championship Wrestling. He's in the works of training right now. He's,
nice. What's up?
He's actually from Virginia, I believe. North Carolina. Excuse me, North Carolina somewhere. I forget.
Nice. Great wrestling state, North Carolina.
Yeah,
I would love to work there sometime soon.
And the East Coast, West Coast, you name it, right? Just everywhere that you could get an opportunity,
Exactly. Here for.
What kind of music you into? What kind of
music
right now?
All
over. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm all over the place. Like I dabble in some hip hop, I dabble in some like indie rock, some punk rock. I'm listening to a lot of punk rock lately. That's what I'm in that mood. I love classic rock as well. A lot of classics I listen to. It's just like I said, I go all around. Only thing I really don't listen to is country, but that's probably it. Yeah,
I think that's
some
like
pop songs on the radio here and there.
Yeah,
but
that's like punk rock right now. It's like emo night. They just tweeted on GCW's doing like an Giancarlo, former writer, video editor. Is he made that collab for emo night.
Awesome.
He's worked. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be a cool night of wrestling mixed with music.
When you put those two together, it's gonna be a great time.
Absolutely. And I never grew up in the emo phase. I never knew about that. I did go one night to check it out at Game Changer had a show in Atlantic City, so it was perfect. Something to do. I was just checking out what's going on at the bar over here, and people were saying, "Oh, this emo night." Let me see what the hell this shit is. I just hung out by the bar, drank, and I was like, this is weird. All right. This kid's, teenagers. It's like us going to a concert at 21, It's just like, what the hell is this shit? Or the bar or a club, you know what I mean? Just But yeah, punk rock and rock is big on East Coast, Jersey Shore, man. We got a ton known for like the pop rock, the rock scene is heavy, from the Stone Pony. Right now, actually next week, I think this week, Limp Bizkit's coming to town, so that's gonna kill.
Nice. Yes.
He's been on a roll lately, kind of different look to him.
Limp Bizkit's everywhere. Like they've been around for a long time. So they're kind of making a little like resurgence.
Yeah, that's good though. That's good.
I like it.
He's got like the bar mustache, the old dad look, they say now. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, because he just did that Lollapalooza thing. I think that's right.
Yeah, a lot of great artists. Lollapalooza.
But besides that, man, wrestling. What's your favorite move to use? What's your favorite
move? Just like oh man.
Or
it's like a finisher or just
any kind of it's like off the top rope or like an elbow, whatever you think. Like, what's your favorite?
I personally like doing the swinging net breaker. I like someone goes to a clothesline, catch their arm, go under, wrap around, neck breaker. That's always a fun move for me to do. I also do a bicycle kick, like a Sheamus. That I really like doing. I do that from like the middle rope. I like doing bulldogs and DDTs. I feel like those are kind of like simple, but you can make them innovative in a way. So like springboard, bulldogs.
So many DDTs nowadays. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
You look at it and you're like, holy shit, I could probably do something creative with it and really,
Exactly. That's the only thing about like. But you get a basic move like a DDT, but you want to build on it. So, hey, how can I make this DDT different from everybody else's DDT? So you got to figure out how you want to do that. And I feel like I figured out a way. Like I did like a cool like backwards DDT springboard at the Nightmare Factory showcase that with it. And it's funny because QT didn't think I could do it, and I did it. And he's like, well, okay, shit, okay, you can do it. So I thought that was funny.
There you go. Yeah, it's like but think about it. DDT's been used for years by Jake the Snake Roberts. That was like his patented move to my God, oh man, there's a guy we grew up on. You know what I mean? Like just to watch and to see, and just the way his attitude changed his career. Yeah,
I love going back and watching his stuff. He's super good. One of the guys I actually watched just for like just character wise. He's so good at I can learn. You learn so much from him. Just learn so much. Just watching him and back then and how he carried himself was so great to see.
It's like him and Lance are a perfect combo.
Yeah.
Really, he is like Lance is. My God, he's people didn't miss it. Like God, glad he got someplace where people catch his eye because he is one of those guys.
Oh yes. Love him.
I can't wait to see what happens with the title. Oh, that's gonna be great.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go on a good run. I really do.
Yeah.
It's gonna be dope.
And then Moxley's got to come back and get it again.
Yeah, probably so. I don't know. Who knows what John's gonna do? I know him and Renee just had their. Did they have their kid? Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, they had a baby. Yeah.
But
he never did have. He never had his match with. He never had his match with Cage yet either.
Right. Yeah, you're right. He might stick around. Maybe that is not phasing him. Maybe he's sticking around. I don't know.
Yeah, but actually that was good. Was last night? Yeah, they had a good match last night. Really? Did you see that?
Oh yeah, that was I'm so happy.
That was a good.
Daniel Garcia, like he's really good. I really like Daniel Garcia.
What you talk about like a wrestler who's really put his moveset. He's one of those guys like people don't know, and he's done that ICW no holds barred stuff, which is a shout out to them for him go behind the metal ropes and just different atmosphere. It's like the octagon. It's like
Yeah, no, he did great in that match. I think he really held his own with those 3 stars, like Darby Allin, Moxley, Eddie Kingston. That's like the biggest stars in AEW. He held his own.
Yeah.
And, also 2.0, like they're great. I love them. They're super hilarious.
I don't know. I gotta look into them. I really don't know their background. I gotta really study up on them to see them.
They're great. They did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad for them too. They're really good. So
where'd they come from? I don't even know.
They was on NXT for a good bit, I think.
Were they? Okay.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that. I never
Yeah.
paid attention to much NXT, but I pay attention
they
to
was on
Alex.
NXT.
Yeah, I pay attention to Joe Gacy, Alex Zane, All Heart, Blake Christian.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm. It's just so many though. It's like it's so many great talents.
I know.
Great refs. It's hard to like keep up with everyone. I try my best.
Exactly. Exactly. Because they're just doing things that unbelievable. It's like, but that was a good match. Actually, whole night was. That whole show was pretty good. I was like,
I liked it a lot.
I was really into it, just the way that the first, but then when Cody came out, and said the old boots, threw the boot down, and here we go, Lance clobbered him. But I think it's not over yet. Cody, sorry. No.
Cody's not even that old, so.
No, he is not. He's not.
He's still pretty young. And also his brother's, Dusty's still wrestling, so I'm pretty sure he's not tired.
No. Yeah. He's got, the brothers will never, if he retired, then his brother would retire. You know what I mean? We would hear something, but we'll see what happens. Cody has a long way to go still. Well, he's, you know what I mean? But Kenny Omega on the other hand, Kenny is like a fire, man. He's
one of the best in the world. He's like,
I know.
Can't really deny it. He's like legit like top 5 in the world right now.
I never forget the time when I first saw him wrestle for Jersey All Pro Wrestling at a Rahway, New Jersey, versus a guy named Danny D'Amato, and just the way that he presented himself and came to the ring, with his old music, the way that his original stuff, like out of character. Well, his character was like I still gaming back then too, so it was like but now he's a whole different person. Space Jam's guy now, right?
Yeah. You're right about that.
Ball. I know, right? That's crazy. But no, he's doing. They're all doing good. Everybody, and everybody. I just want to see what happens. A lot of things happening. More to come. We're just like
a lot more to come.
I mean, Rampage is like the new. We'll see what that's going to be. That's going to take off. Pretty good.
Yeah, I think Rampage is going to be a great show for them because they need another show and because they're hiring so much talent and they need to add basically another hour in the week will be great for AEW and their roster. So I think it'll be cool.
Mm-hmm. I know, and tonight they're doing it dark. I think tonight, right? Yeah, they're doing dark tonight.
Yeah. Yep.
Can't wait to watch
Friday
that
Night
one.
Dark.
Friday Night Dark. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's like Saturday, Saturday night.
They did it a few times, I think. But
and then they have Elevation on Mondays.
Yeah. They have a good amount of shows.
They really do for the product that they provide and where they're going to be going and state by state by state. That's the way to do it. Travel.
Exactly.
Travel. Build their product more with different fan base and different arenas that are just filled with fans that are, my God, those fans are just nuts these days. I'm glad.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than looking at a Titantron, the WWE's Thunderdome crap that they had.
I couldn't watch WWE when that was happening. I just couldn't.
No, my friend was telling me he tried to get on it. I was like, yeah, it's hard. I don't know how you would want to spend your time just trying to get involved with that. I was like, nah, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I would just rather them had because AEW I think did it good when they had the wrestlers out there at least cheering when the pandemic was happening. But the screens it was too jarring for me. I just couldn't get. I couldn't.
That's like Game Changer Wrestling. They did like 24 hours. They just did their own thing for just to fight forever. Like just to, no crowds, just them. Any wrestling company would pick that up. Would have been great. But now we're getting back on our feet. Everybody's getting back on their feet. And your local promotions as well. When you get to go to some promotions and stuff.
Yeah, I got a show tomorrow night actually, so it's gonna be fun.
Cool. Who you gonna be facing tomorrow night?
I have no idea. I just know they booked me on the show last week, and they said just you're on the show, but I haven't got any details on wrestling yet, so we'll see when I get there.
Don't you hate that? Sometimes you're like, all right.
Yeah, I mean that's how it goes. Sometimes you just never know till you get there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they could say, "Oh, you're in a hardcore. You could be in a hardcore match tonight. Or you could do this. You could do that.
Yeah, that's what happened last week. It was my first match back on the Indies last week, and we had a singles match. And then after my singles match, it got turned into a triple threat match. So just stuff like that just happens on the fly, and you just gotta be prepared for anything. So
what promotion is that going to be working with? What's that promotion?
The one I did last week.
Or what's the one? Yeah, which one? Yeah, what was that one?
Last week I did AWF. It's Alabama Federation Wrestling, and now tomorrow night I'm doing APW, All Pro Wrestling. So that's
cool. Yeah. So you could show them what you got.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to bounce around, and I've been talking to Fuego. He's gonna try to get me out in Texas and do some Texas shows, and so
Texas is the place for wrestling, man. Texas. Yeah. I'm sure you see that. I've seen it too. It's amazing. Like Game Changer Wrestling did their show out of at Loca Wrestling. That Loca, that's an awesome federation, man. I'd love to take, if I had a chance to, as a fan, travel, I'd go there. And support Ninja Mac, all those guys on the roster.
Yeah, great people, man. Great people.
There's really, and I believe Fuego probably has wrestled with them before, so that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, he's done pretty much almost all the shows in Texas area. So he's been that's where he fully started gaining traction, was in like all those Texas shows he was doing, and really helped him out a lot. And now look where he's at.
He is just showing what he has. He needs to come to more places like the East Coast. Yo, Fuego, get your ass over here to Jersey.
He's been wanting to. Yeah, we've been talking about it. He's been trying to get more up to the East Coast and Northeast. That's where he really, because that's like his main area he hasn't really got to yet. So.
Oh, he did a good line on that live last night. He did good on that high spot. He hammed it up with the guy Tommy on high spots. It was good. He
did really well.
You saw some of it? You caught?
Yeah, I saw a few. Yeah,
I caught it. I was like, all right, I have to watch this because I didn't buy anything, but I was just like, I like watching sometimes, But it's so much merch. I'm like, I have to stop. Got to stop once in a while, But I'll support the guys. I'll buy some stuff after,
Yeah, he sold a lot. He was really happy about how it turned out.
Yeah, I know. He sold some gear. That's good. They even had turnbuckles made up. That's pretty cool.
I know.
That's like game change. That's like wow. It's like game changers. Like they steal like that's a good profit though. It's like $60, $50, $70 almost for a turnbuckle almost. But when you look on the market, they're like $100, $200. You know what I mean? On like eBay and
you just get it there and it's a little cheaper. So
I guess so. Yeah. Or if you know somebody there, then at the high spots, then really you get it for free.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm happy, super happy for him, super proud, and he did great on that live. He's been doing a lot more stuff, so he's been building and building and building. That's what we all try to do.
That's it, man. That's what it's all about. It's recognition, it's getting yourself known, and if people don't listen to people don't listen to the stories and you're turned off by them, hey, they don't like you, you're not a fan of theirs, I'm not a fan of yours either. You know what I mean? but like me and you will be friends till the end, which is a cool thing about wrestling. Like you get a whole bunch of fans, fan base, and just because you need a place to crash for a wrestling show, here you come. I've done that. I do that for the wrestlers. I've done that. It's pretty I'll tell you a story about how GCW, we had a show in local show, and actually the owner Brett calls me up, and David, I need a couple of guys to stay at your house for my parents were going to go away for the weekend anyway, so it was perfect. Like, so I was like, I had John Wayne Murdoch, I had Reed Bentley, I had Cole Radrick, Sage, Homeless Jimmy from XPW. Like that was to sleep. That was like an experience, you know.
I bet. Wow, that's crazy.
That really was, and just to hang out and hear stories, and just to, my God, they're just normal people. You know, it was a great day of stories about like XPW, and just, you know, how Reed was telling stories about, you know, the Cole and them, how they grew, you know, got into wrestling and shit. You know, it was really cool. And then fast forward during the summertime, another year, hey, can you have these other guys stay at your house? I had the Mexican wrestlers from Mexico, Ciclope and Extremo come.
Mm-hmm.
So that was an interesting experience.
Yeah.
You know, because it was hard for me to translate the, you know, Spanish and this and that. You know what I mean? Really, the barrier with social media, and I was like, all right, how do I do this for them? This is gonna be hard.
Yeah, you figured it out.
Yeah. Well, I guess growing up, I guess, well, not taking Spanish, but I guess for Colorado and me, you know, my mom's Colorado Spanish, and her, I guess, took, like, I could probably, from students or whatever, we did actually have students stay with us one year, so that was a nightmare. Okay. Spanish students. That was very weird, but yeah. But yeah, now, you know, anybody's around, you know, just that's what fans do, you know. You help out if you need it, you know.
And that's great. That's so awesome that you do that. I really appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I know. Because why would you want to spend money at a hotel? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Really, you're just doing the same thing, but you could sit on a couch and just watch TV and bullshit. You know.
That's what the best part is about the stories you get into with wrestling. It's like so many great stories a lot of wrestlers have, and it's just by taking a leap, and like you just hear so much great stuff. So
yeah, you do, and then stuff that's not supposed to be heard, then it's like, oh shit, really?
Yeah, stuff you're like, oh God, I never knew that was going on behind the scenes, type of thing.
Yeah. But now it's like it's a thing. I mean, but nowadays we just do what we have to do, you know. Yes. So I guess we can end it here. I think we're pretty much. What do you think? I think we're pretty.
Yeah.
I think we spilled I think we
covered
spilled
a
lot.
good bit. Yeah,
we did. If you want to plug anything and say anything, or let's do this again. We'll do this again. Love to have you come.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. All right,
let me see what I got. Yeah, here we go. I got it right here. Plugins.
You can see them down below. My Facebook is AK Reed, Twitter at the Assassin AK47, Instagram AustinKey47. Yeah, let everybody know that I am who I am, and I'm different from everybody else. Please check me out. I'm doing more shows. I just graduated from Nightmare Factory, as we discussed. Doing more indie shows and trying to get my name out there. So hopefully I see you guys out there on the show. And if you see me on the podcast and you watch the podcast, let me know. I'll talk to you. So it's been fun.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming on. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you. Good night.
I don't have any more guests this week. That's it. I'll get some other guys. Well, if you know anybody, let me know.
Oh yeah, like I said, I can get some like guys I graduated from the camp that I'm pretty sure they'll want to do it. So.
All right. Cool.
Nice.
All right, man. Have a good night. Thank you for coming on. Yep.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yep. No problem. Anytime. That's what I said. That's what I like. If people could come back. You know, that's just
we gotta do this again.
Yeah, we will. Maybe I'll even bring my other guy on. I have a friend who's really into like cut it up with you, too.
Oh yeah, cool. I'm ready for it.
All right. Okay. Have a good night. All right, fans. That's it. That's it. Stay tuned for the next episode of the Deathmatch Russell podcast. We'll take a little break again because I'll be on vacation soon in August. So I'm going to just be visiting family in Rhode Island and with my folks. I'll be back on the scene again for podcasting. So stay tuned. But you never know where I'll pop up. I might come to a show. I'm trying to get to a couple shows before, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned. Support AEW fans. This guy right here is a graduate of the Monster Factory. And you know what? You never know where he'll be seen next at a show near you or on TV. Stay tuned, fans. Watch AEW right now. Let's just promote Dark is on right now, so check it out on YouTube. Watch the Dark show right now for AEW, and much more, fans. And tomorrow night in LA, let's support Game Changer Wrestling is making their rounds back to LA, and the whole roster is there from Game Changer, and Marco Stunt making a comeback as well. Fans, check it out on Fight TV. Like I said, AEW on YouTube, on the local station on every Wednesday, and Friday now it's going to be TNA, and yeah, so just check it out at 8 p.m., 8 p.m., and just check out wrestling, indie wrestling, and support professional wrestling, lucha wrestling, deathmatch wrestling, just the works, just every kind of wrestling, support it all. Thank you for listening, and have a good night, everybody. And just make sure you buy some merch. Go ahead, buy some merch from this guy as well. Buy a t-shirt. I didn't even mention that in the plug, but we'll plug it anyway. Support the Assassin with by buying a t-shirt, saying hello to him at a show, getting a picture 8x10, and t-shirt, this and that. I'll plug my gear as well. Deathmatch Russell podcast merch. Find me on Collar and Elbow. Save 10% on a purchase when you buy my t-shirt. And Podcast City Network. You can find more Deathmatch Russell podcast gear. You can find more on bootandheel.com. And that's it. And subscribe, like, share, retweet, everything. Have a good night, everybody. Until next time. Good night. I'm going to get all this. You can find more Deathmatch Russell podcasts on the following social media: deathmatchrussell.com, follow on Twitter at DavidNJ32, and on Facebook, facebook.com/DJDaveNJ32. Find me on Podcast City Network at podcastcity.net, facebook.com/Podcast City Network. Hit the like button and share, and on Twitter at Podcast City Net. You can hear Deathmatch Russell podcast on Stitcher Radio and on iTunes. Hey, wrestling fans, check out bootandheel.com for all your independent wrestlers, apparel, and more. Also, check out Deathmatch Russell podcast as well. www.bootandheel.com.